as you can see by the title of this video, we are once again talking about what I've learned with my dogs. I'll put the link to the first video in the description below if you haven't seen it yet. So without further ado, let's go. 7 more lessons that I've learned with Balu and Tobias. Hi, hello, welcome. If you're new here, I'm Catz. I make videos every week, and if you've been here for a while, chances are that you've already met my dogs, Balu and Tobias. Balu has been with us since 2014, and I think it's fair to say that we've learned quite a lot from him, and also from Tobias, who is with us since 2015. In my last video, I covered 5 lessons that I've learned from them, and today we are talking about 7 more lessons. You will be hearing our canary singing. I hope you don't mind. His health condition has improved quite a lot, and he's been singing a lot for the last couple of weeks. First thing that I want to talk to you about is that they teach us every single day to be curious. Whenever I bring like a bag or a new item to our home, Tobias not so much, but Balu, he will straight ahead smell this new thing. If we have a bag, he'll just put his head inside the bag looking for, I don't know, something, food maybe, or a toy for them. And any new item that we have, he will smell it. Now, don't get me wrong, I know that this is normal, you know, dogs smell like we use our eyesight, like we look at things. It's the way that they have to see the world, really. I hope you can hear me with all this singing. Maybe I should put the mic here, close to me. I will just be holding it. Don't think this is a good idea. I hope you can hear me a bit better like this. He's crazy, he's singing like crazy. What was I saying? So yeah, I know that it is natural to them to smell everything, don't get me wrong, I know dogs are not people, you know, but even if something is like instinctive to them, we can still learn from them and apply some of their behaviors into our lives. No, I don't go around smelling everything, but you know, be curious. If you come across something new, some new topic on the internet, for instance, a documentary in Netflix about something that you never heard before, why don't give it a try? Why don't give it a look? Why don't smell it, you know, to learn something new? And this applies also with things that scare you. For instance, Balu is terrified of our washing machine, but he still goes there and sniffs it every once in a while, you know. He's like trying to figure out what that noisy monster is exactly. I think it is a good lesson to learn to be curious, even with things that might scare you a bit. Second lesson is to accept your limitations. So as I told you before, Tobias is quite a bit older than Balu. We are not sure how old he is because we got him from the street and he was already an adult dog, but he must be around 10 years old by now. And he has some issues with his bones, and for the last years he's been having some difficulty walking around, you know. He's on medication and all because of his bones. And let me just put a disclaimer here. I said this in my last video as well. I know that dogs are not like people. I know that they don't think about stuff, they don't worry, you know. So naturally, what is easy for them, to us, is not that easy. So in this case, I'm talking about accepting your limitations. I'm not saying that Tobias accepted his limitations. He's a dog, he just doesn't think about it. But in reality, technically speaking, the way that Tobias lives his life is quite inspirational, even if I know that he does not struggle with worry. you know, about his physical condition. But what I wanted to tell you is that he struggles to walk. He walks fine during our daily walks, and he's not in pain, but he does walk slow, a lot slower than before. But you know, that doesn't take away any of his enthusiasm about going out for a walk. He's as happy as he was when he was 4 or 5 years old when we first got him. A lot more than Balu, actually. Whenever we go outside, he just jumps around like crazy. He almost forgets that he has these issues. And on the street, he's so just happy, just enthusiastic about walking around, sniffing everything. And so it's like, if you try to apply this to your life, it's just accept your limitations, you know? If you cannot walk fast, walk slow. Just like Tobias. You know, he cannot walk like he did before, but he still does what he loves to do. He just does it a different way. I hope I was able to say what I'm trying to say. I have to tell you, one of the big struggles of doing this channel in English and not my main language is that I feel like it's much more difficult to put my thoughts out there, you know? Although I'm quite comfortable with English, and here on YouTube I almost entirely only follow channels that are in English, so I'm pretty comfortable with the language, but you know, it is not my main language, so there's a difference. We can all learn to rest with our dogs. Oh my god, my dogs sleep a lot. A hell lot. Tobias a bit more because he's a bit older, and I googled it and it's completely normal. Dogs do sleep a lot, but you know what I think we can learn from them? At least my dogs, they do it in such a relaxed way. I often see Balu sleeping like, I don't know, like he's a king, a relaxed king. His tummy facing up, and he's like this with his paws, and you saw it in my last vlog. There's a little clip where I show you how Balu sleeps often, and Tobias, he even snores. He's so relaxed, and I think we can all learn from them to just enjoy our rest without guilt, without anxiety because of the things that we have to do. Just, if you are in your resting period, just rest. That's what you have to do at that particular moment. You don't have to worry about anything else. Enjoy your rest a lot. It is good for you, it is good for your health, physical and mental, and dogs know best. Another thing that we can learn is to trust our guts. You know, Balu is the kind of dog that just loves people, and there was this time when the mailman was delivering some package and he was upset because there was some issue with the address, and he was talking to me in a way that was a bit aggressive, you know, you could definitely tell that he was upset, and Balu sensed it. Balu, who loves everyone, if you met Balu, he would lick your face like this. He loves people, he loves attention, he loves cuddling with strangers, but the moment that mailman was talking to me in a rude way, Balu just stand up, and he stand right beside me, and he started barking at this mailman in kind of an aggressive way, like,
"Get out of here now."
And you know, it worked. The mailman you know, when sometimes you meet someone and there's something off about that person, there's something that makes you uncomfortable, that makes you think that, you know, or sometimes you, not for any particular reason, you feel like you might be in danger. You know, I think we should not ignore those sensations. I think we should trust our gut. Of course, I'm not talking about cases where people have phobias and irrational fears, you know, but that gut feeling. When you meet someone, when you are in a situation where you think, there's something wrong here, something smells funny, you know, I think we can do just like our dogs and trust our gut. Also related with this point, another lesson is to smell their butts before playing with them. I mean, don't go around smelling people's butts. You know, applying to us humans, what I mean is that we should really get to know someone before opening up to them. You know, take your time. I think all of us have been in a place where we regretted maybe opening up a bit more than what we wanted to with a person that we didn't really know. We ended up telling something personal about our lives that a few hours later we regret, and we thought, oh my god, I don't even know this person. So I think I think we can do like our dogs and just smell their butts for a little bit before giving them our trusts, before being in a vulnerable position. Smell their butts. The next lesson, and I love this one, is to cuddle. Cuddle more. Cuddle with the people and the pets you love. Balu and Tobias, they both love to cuddle. A little cuddle session makes them and myself quite happy, and I think it is a good thing that we can have in our lives cuddles. I mean, no life was ever worse after a cuddling session. It's good for you physically, mentally, it releases good hormones and stuff, so cuddle up. Last but not least, one of the most important lessons we can all learn with our dogs is to be our authentic selves. Own your unique personality with flaws and all. Balu and Tobias, they are both so different. They both have such unique personalities. You know, Tobias does not do this. Balu is much more easy to upset. Tobias just doesn't care about any outside noises or other dogs. He's just like,
chill, peace and love, everything is okay.
Balu is much more stressed. On the other side, Balu is much more expressive than Tobias when he's happy or when he's mad, upset, confused. And you know, I wouldn't have it any other way. I love them both with their flaws and their positive traits, you know. They are just unique. And I'm sure if I have more dogs in the future, they will have a whole new personality, and it's just like us humans. And I think sometimes due to insecurities we tend to hide our true selves. We tend to try to be someone else that we are not, and we should not do that. We should just embrace who we are. Of course, we should always try to be better. We should face our flaws and try to overcome them, somehow try to understand why we act a certain way in a certain situation, but that would be a whole another video. I think to be yourself, as cliche as it is, it's something really hard to do, and when you have dogs, they inspire you to be more like them in that way. So this is it. These were the lessons from my dogs that I had to share with you. Tell me in the comment section below what's the most valuable lesson that you learned from your dog. Maybe something different that I did not mention in this video and in my previous video. Again, we talked about this before. I will put the link in the description. I hope you like this one. I love talking about my dogs. I love hearing about other people's dogs. So just tell me all about them in the comment section below. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to. I make videos every single week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! He doesn't want to be a part of this video.